And I'm pretty sure you could not hear me because I had the mic on mute. So what we're going to do is in 15 minutes, I'm going to recap what we did in the Shopify challenge tonight. So you can go ahead and if you missed it or if you fell behind and you just kind of gave up, I don't want you to give up. I want you to come to the challenge tomorrow with these images done. Y'all, we had 100 people in the room getting it done. We actually had two separate rooms getting it done. So I know you can do this tonight. Okay. So I want you to go to the link for academy.innatelab.com. And if you want a coupon code for $200 off the Shopify challenge, I suggest you go ahead and DM Shopify. At the very least, you'll go ahead and get this template that you've been wanting, but you're going to get more than the template. You're going to get the accountability. You're going to have people helping you. You're going to have the videos to get you started with your Shopify store in 5 days. And actually tomorrow is day 5. So day 5, we launched this store. So hopefully you are ready to roll. Let's go ahead here. You'll go to buy now if you don't already have it. If you do have it, all you have to do is just put in your email and it'll take you to your login. All right. And you're going to go to your No Fear Shopify Launch Challenge. All right. And let's go ahead and change this. I want to give y'all my Shopify link too. I'll put it on the back end, but let me go ahead and get this change out done. Okay. So we're going to go to our Shopify challenge. I thought I clicked on it already. All right. We'll go to day 4. Go ahead and download the Shopify template. Download day 4 template. Now you should already have day 3. I uploaded a short video of how to do day 3. That's already up. Now, when it downloads, it's going to download as a zip file. I want you to right click, extract all, and then you're going to have this go onto your desktop folder. So I'm going to put desktop. I'm going to make a new folder because I've already done this before. I'm going to make a new folder and call this 0404 Shopify. Okay, and then I'm going to put a 2 because this is my second time doing this. All right, now that I have this folder open, I am going to save the contents here. That's where it's going to extract the files to. I'll go ahead and let it do its thing. It doesn't take long at all. This is not a huge file. All right, now that I have this, I'm going to go ahead and open up the contents here. And I'm going to, I have this here, but I'm going to go back to day 1, which was here for 216. Remember that? Now what we have to do a few things here. Let's go ahead and click in here. Okay. Now what I have to do, I have to grab the PNGs of each of these items so that I can make them my mock-ups for my store. So we're going to go through that really quickly. Make sure you stay with me. If not, you can slow this down, or if you want to go faster, you can speed this up. That's the beauty of this as a recording. All right. I'm going to do Control-0 so I can zoom into the extents of my canvas here. I'm going to right click on the all over shirt, go to where it says the shirt mock-up, double click on the thumbnail here. Then here, I'm going to go to File, and then I'm going to go to Export. Quick export as PNG. And I'm going to save all of these exports in my desktop folder that I just created. There's a Shopify template folder. There's a web images folder. And these are all going to be product images. If you notice, I'm just going to go ahead and click on the existing shirt that's there for that. So this is my all over shirt. I'm going to click on that and hit save. It's going to ask me if I want to save over this. I'm going to say yes. So now your images should start placing my images. Then I'm going to close out of this. I don't need to save it. I'm going to right click, go to the 13 by 19 shirt, double click on the thumbnail here, File, Export, and we're going to quick export as PNG. I'm going to click on the 13 by 19 shirt, save over this and replace it. Then I'll close one. So as we're moving now, let's go to the stole here. Let's double click. The only thing with the stole is I need you to open up the folder. So you're going to open up this little folder right here. I click on that arrow, scroll all the way down, turn on the back of the stole here, and then we'll go File, Export, Quick Export as PNG, and then I'm going to select the stole that's there, save over it. Yes, I want to replace it, close out, and no, I'm not going to save those changes because I don't want the back of the stole to show. Then next, I'm going to grab the button. Same thing here, double click on the thumbnail for the button, File, Export, Quick Export as PNG. I'm going to click on the existing button that's in my product images folder, and yes, I'm going to replace it. That's all that we really need from here. But one last step, I'm going to go File to this main artboard here that has, I call it a stage. It looks like a stage. It has all of the product staged there. I'm going to go File, Export, you guessed it, Quick Export as PNG. And I'm going to also save that over the existing group, or what we like to call bundle. All right, so bundle save, close out of that now. We have all of our images saved that we need to pull into the banners for the next step. So I'm going to go back to my desktop. Here is my Shopify folder. Okay, now I'm going to go to the one that says Shopify template. Open that up. And I'm going to go through this really quickly, but please understand that you can get this done just as quick as I'm doing it once you learn the system. First thing we're going to do is change out our color. So I'm going to right click, double click on Smart Color 1, change Smart Color 1 to whatever my swatch 1 was. So I would click here, okay, and change it to that swatch. And I'm not going to change my brand colors, but what I will do is I'll change my color 1 to color 2, just so you see what that does. Let's hit yes. Then I'll change Smart Color 2 to the magenta. Hit yes. Everywhere that it was magenta is now cyan. Everywhere that it was cyan is now magenta. But you will be changing these out to your brand colors, okay? Then what we're going to do is after we get those colors in there, we're going to right click on this button, double click here on the button, and then you're going to go File, Place Embedded, and you're going to find the folder that you just downloaded all of your images to. So we're going to go to our desktop, into your Shopify folder, your web images, and you go to your product images. Now I'm going to hit this button, place it. It's going to land right on top of my existing button. I'm going to hit enter to lock in the transformation. I'm going to select layer 1 down here, and then I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard to get rid of it. Then I close out up here, hit yes to save those changes, and it will automatically update the image here. Okay, so now this is going to start updating with all your colors. You're going to do the same thing for each of these items here. You're going to go ahead and replace all of these images. I'm just going to do them one at a time so that I can change the banner with it. So now that my button is changed out, I'm going to make sure that my text says custom buttons. That looks good. I'm going to come down here to the bottom where it says the info copy, and I'm going to double click the T, and I'm going to retype my website here. So innatelab.com, I'm going to put my website.com. So you're going to put your website there. And then here I will put my Instagram. Okay, so that's my website. That's my Instagram. Once you change that out, you are ready to save this as a banner. You're going to right click and then go to the word banner. Right click here on the word banner for the whole folder. Then you're going to quick export as PNG. You're going to go to your web images, and you guessed it, you're going to go to the banner images folder. And this is the banner image for my button. I'm going to click on that button, right? And then it's going to save. It's going to ask me, do I want to replace it? I'm going to say yes. Okay, that's it. It just replaced that image. Now I have my buttons. So now I'm going to turn off the eyeball for the button, turn on the eyeball for the graduation stole, double click here, file, place embedded. I'm going to find my graduation stole, place it on here, hit enter to lock in my transformation, select the layer 1, delete, close out of this tab and hit yes to save. Now that has updated here. Then I can't say custom buttons anymore, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit, make sure I right click on the word buttons, find buttons here, turn off the eyeball for the word buttons and turn on the eyeball for the word stoles. Now here, if you want to create contrast, you can change out the background color here. So I can choose pink, and if I wanted a pink on pink look, I can change the opacity of my pink so that basically I get a light on dark here. And maybe I'll do that for this one. So now this says custom stoles. It still has my website on here. Good deal. Right click, go to the word banner, right click on the banner folder, quick export as PNG. And now this is my banner for my stoles. I'm going to select the banner for stoles, save, and yes, I want to replace that image. All right. Next step is I'm going to right click, find my stole, turn off the stole, turn on the 13 by 19 t-shirt. Again, we're going to double click on the 13 by 19 t-shirt, file, place embedded. And we're going to find our t-shirt. Now your t-shirts will be replacing my t-shirts, but I'm taking you through the exact steps. Okay, so now my t-shirt's replacing there. I can delete that layer below, close out and say yes to save. And my t-shirt will update here, or your t-shirt will update there. All right, so now it says custom stoles, but I want it to say custom shirts. So I'm going to turn off stoles and turn on shirts. There we go. And maybe this time I want the background, instead of being pink, I want it to be blue. And instead of the darker blue, I want to bring down the opacity and make that maybe a little bit lighter blue. Okay, now I will make sure everything makes sense. Custom shirts. You can also take off the word custom and you can put the word center print shirts, right click, go to banner, right click on banner up here, quick export as PNG, and let's change the center print. Let's hit save. Yes, I want to replace it. And I only have one more banner to create for this long banner. Here we go. That is my grad here as a all over print. I'm going to double click on it, file, place embedded. Go ahead and replace it with the shirt. That is your design. Hit enter to lock in the transformation. Delete the layer below it. Close out of this tab. Hit yes to save. All right. And for this one, I may take this rectangle here. Actually, let's do the background. Let's do the background for this one. The full color, full opacity. And this time, let's make the pink lighter. So we'll go to the Smart Color 2 on top of the rectangle there, and we'll change the opacity. And this one, I will need to make sure that white is on below it so that it gives me a little lighter print there. Bring it a little bit lower. Here we go. I still want to see the white on there. Perfect. So this one is no longer center print shirt. So I'm going to right click on the word center print. And I'm going to do all over. Turn off the word center print. And now it says all over shirts. Imagine that. We're moving fast. Banner. Right click on the banner folder. Quick export as PNG. Then I go to my all over. Save. Yes, I'm going to save over that. Okay. Now I'm going to move over to my collection. And the collection is really simple. Right click on the event. We're going to have 3 categories or collections. So event is already ready to go. I am going to turn on my color here. So I'll do the blue there, just like so. And maybe I'll bring the opacity down for that. what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the black and white like this. Then I'll do a blue. Then I'll do a pink. So let's right click and do event. We make sure that our event image is showing. So you see here, it says event. Okay. And then also the word event collection is there. So now I can right click, go to the collection, right click on the word collection up here in my layers, quick export as PNG. And now I'm going to go to my collection images folder. And this one is event. I'm going to replace event. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to recolor it just so it looks a little bit different and you can see that. So let's turn on the blue for that. And then I'll do that again. Collection, right click, quick export as PNG. Go to my web images, go to my collection, and I'm going to replace event now. Yes, I'm going to replace it. Now I'm going to go to the event, turn off event, do memorial next. I'm working my way up. So I have to change the word event to memorial. Okay. And this one, I want to switch up my colors a little bit. So I'm going to take this color here and I'm going to change it to the blue. But I want to make sure that my background color has a little contrast. And then I'm going to just lighten that opacity up just a little bit. I can also change the blend mode if I want to, but I'm just going to lighten it up a little bit. Let's go to collection, right click, quick export as PNG. Make sure that I choose memorial. Let's save that. Yes, replace. All right. And then finally, I'm going to do my grad version. Okay. And these images are already in here. There's grad. And this one, I'm going to go with, let's see. I think I have a bonus in here. I'm just showing y'all this. Y'all don't have to do this. Matter of fact, I suggest that you don't do this. But let's say for this one, I actually have a gradient here. And I'm going to change this gradient to this pink color. And hit OK. And I'm going to change it so that it goes at an angle here. Say OK. And now I'm just going to have a gradient on here just to make it look different than what was before. OK. So that is it. And then I'm going to go to my rectangle here. Change that out. Make that the regular old pink color. And there we have it. Let's right click. Oh, we got to change this to grad instead of memorial. So I'm going to click on the word memorial, turn it off, go up, hit the word grad. Now I have a grad collection. And if I put in the word graduation, if you want to do that, then you have to squish it in. So I'm holding down shift while I pull in the side nodes and then graduation fits in there. Just wanted to show you all that trick just in case you didn't want it to say grad collection. All right, so again, I right click, go to the word collection, right click on the collection layer, quick export as PNG. And this is my grad collection. Let's go ahead and save. Yes, I want to save it. All right, so if I do Control-0, I'm going to zoom out, kind of see everything that I have going on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change out the logo. So you have your logo there. You would double click on it and change it out. Let's say this was my logo. I'm going to hit yes to save that. It will update here on my logo PNG. And it also updates here on my Favicon. I want y'all to zoom in. Matter of fact, right click and click on the word Favicon. It'll zoom me in. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit by doing Control-. Y'all, your long logo, your wide logo is not going to fit on this Favicon. The Favicon is a tiny, tiny logo that goes in the tab of your web browser. So what I'm going to do here is make sure that my image fits inside of here. So if you have the option to do a square logo, honestly, what I would do for this is I would take just that bomb, just that little bomb, and I would make that the Favicon. But I don't want y'all playing with that too much. Y'all can always go back and choose a single little icon. That's why it's called a favicon. It's an icon. So something simple and square would be perfect there. All right, and then I'm good here. So now I'm going to go ahead and right click on the logo PNG. Then I'll right click, quick export to PNG. Now I'm going to place this image in my main web images folder. Okay, so I'm going to place it right here. So I'll have my logo there. And then as far as my favicon goes, I can zoom back out, grab my favicon, and go here to the folder name, right click, quick export as PNG. And now my favicon will be saved here. That is everything that we did in a nutshell today. Like I said, it will be about 15 minutes for me to show you everything that we did in our session today. So hopefully this is all you need to get caught up to make sure that you have all of your pieces. Let me show you what the pieces look like. Let's go ahead and go to our folder here. This is all we need for tomorrow, this web images folder. I'm going to go right click, view. And anytime you right click on this white space here, it'll give you an option to view. I'm going to do extra large icons, blow this up for you so we can see what's in these folders. So you have your banner images, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that's what's going to scroll across the top there. You have your collection images, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And then you have your product images that we're going to show 1, 2, 3, and 4. And tomorrow you will launch your Shopify store. Okay, it will look nice. It will look branded. It will be your colors. And then if you choose to update it and do things in the future, every single month we're going to do a Shopify challenge where you'll be able to take a new template, new banners, and that sort of thing, and update and refresh your Shopify store with some really, really good insight on what's coming up to help you sell during that upcoming month. Okay. So that's it, y'all. We spent a long time together yesterday and today. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one it. And hopefully this helps you to get through completing your stuff by tonight. Okay. All right. So y'all know the thing that I say that I really, really mean. I love you and I appreciate you dearly. And until next time, bye. Good night, y'all.